Hey guys, what is up? Kevin Cage back with another cryptocurrency video. Put on your tinfoil hat. This is going to be one of my hype videos. So if you don't like it, feel free to hit that dislike button, guys. But the longer that we stay low, the more bullish I get. I've been saying this. I even agree with, what is his name? Michael, the German XRP YouTuber. And I do agree with him. The longer that we stay at these low prices, the more bullish I become. And it honestly makes the Shane Ellis theory a little more possible and likely. And I don't care if you disagree. Feel free to read it, learn how the order books work. But it's just a lot of information, and this world is a crazy place. And I know that, as you get older, you become more cynical, and things happen. But I'm telling you guys, once in a blue moon, things happen. So right here, Awake, Mr. Level Up. Great guy. He's not asking for anything, guys. He's not asking for tips or anything. He's sharing his technical analysis. And technically, he actually says it's not technical analysis or fundamental analysis. He's saying that this is, I believe it's called cycle analysis. Please correct me if I'm wrong down below, guys. But what he wants to talk about is BSV, so Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. And I know, obviously, that's a complete scam. But in XRP, he believes that they're following the same pattern, the same algorithm. And so he goes, the patterns are on the same play. Watch XRP pull the same move. I expect it to, as it matches the overall pattern. BSV is just out in front a little bit, as he's mentioned, months ago. And again, if you keep up with them. So we got BSV in the US dollar. We see the 1, 2, 3, and then we see growth. All right. And obviously you can, get a little different. We're on the 4-hour chart right here, though. But now let's look at XRP. So memorize this pattern for Bitcoin, Satoshi's vision, and now we got XRP 1, 2, 3. And I know, guys, you might see this and say, this doesn't mean we're going to burst. This does not mean that we're going to repeat the same cycle. But if you understand the crypto markets and you looked from 2012 and even just some data from the past 7 years or so, or 10 years, you'll see this pattern. So check this. So be patient with me, because this was released out today. Check out this. And he posted this, XRP and Bitcoin moving between, he's going to a new tweet right here. But again, this is what he says, not financial advice, guys. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. Do whatever you want. I am not responsible. I just want to share this news for anyone that's holding and potentially wants to hold a little longer. All right. Because everybody thinks that cryptocurrency is a 6 to 12 month investment. I don't know where you got that. That expectation perhaps during that last bull run, because you saw your investments, 3 and 4x within 2 days. And that was exciting. I love that. And it ruined my expectations as well. But this is a several year hold, especially if with this type of asset. This is legitimate. This is the most legitimate and greatest digital asset ever created. I don't even like calling it a cryptocurrency. XRP is superior. But right here, so let's check this. Historical pattern. All three are following the course as their historical pattern. So check it. March 2017, XRP BTC. Look where he highlights. All right. And look at the same pattern being created, the same move. So he believes that we're going to see a big move. Hopefully this month, in the next week or two. And it's funny because could actually coincide with SBI VC launching. And if SBI VC, with all the speculation and hype, truly flips the switch as an XRapid partner, and they are actually utilizing XRP with their flows, we will actually see that utility that we've been so patiently waiting for. And regardless, whether it's utility or not, I know we have some corridors. It's very, very small micropayments being used today in terms of XRapid and XRP with the cross-border remittance. But guys, there are so many things going for this asset. If you're in other cryptocurrencies, that's fine, but you might see better gains initially. But long term, I'm all in XRP. Forget holding US dollars. I'm all XRP. I'm extremely bullish. And I think that right now today, if the markets were not manipulated and there's even just a little more regulatory clarity, I think XRP should be sitting at $3 to $5 right now. So what's going to stop it from popping to $10 to $20 in the future? All right. Let me see if I'm missing anything. And again, right now, obviously the timing may be different for all of these top assets that follow this type of algo, but I still believe that almost all cryptos today are coupled to Bitcoin. BTC, the king, for the time being, but it's only a matter of time before this all changes, in my opinion. All right, right here, shared by XRP validators. The XRP ledger operates a permissionless protocol. Nodes are free to join and leave the network. No validator or node operators are required to disclose any part or body their participation. Any company or government could be running nodes right now, and you may never know. Very true. And I honestly give this guy a follow. Oh, I was a little late to the party. All right, then shared by Moon Overlord. This is just a reminder for all of us. People hate when you tell them they're likely in the 95% of people that cannot outperform the market and are better off investing in holding. And again, HODL is another acronym, hold on for dear life. It's kind of a term that was developed in cryptocurrency because it's highly volatile. So HODLs, or HODL, however you want to say it, are for people that buy and hold no matter what the market does until they see that ROI, that return on investment. And again, he goes, not my fault you hate statistics and math. It's likely why you suck at trading in the first place. And to be honest, guys, a lot of people comment on my videos and they say, oh, if you know so much, why don't you trade? And hey, I probably could trade more and I probably could do very, very well. But to be honest, I've been burnt out. And at the end of the day, it's still gambling in my opinion. I'm not a huge technical analysis guy. And with an asset like this, it could pop at any minute. So why would I want to trade between XRP and some random stablecoin trying to, on these 10% swings and improve my position when long term I know where the price is going? To me, it's not worth the risk. Even if I do get those gains, it's not worth it at the time being. I know some people have actually successfully tripled their position. I'm not playing that game. I'm focusing on research, doing fundamental analysis, and I believe that when that perception truly reaches the reality and we find out the true reality of these connections, this price is going to show that. Supply and demand. All right. And this is a very cool thing right here. So you're not so average Joe on Twitter at Crypto Joe Invest. This is just really cool. So just check this out with me. Tinfoil hats. Let's read it. It's all starting to make sense to me now. In my honest opinion, Christine Lagarde is leaving the IMF on September 12th. She is becoming the new president of the European Central Bank, ECB. What if Christine got everything ready and set up for XRP in the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and then when she's president of the next European Central Bank, she's going to get everything set up for XRP as well, and then flips the switch for XRP. And again, flip the switch, it's just kind of a term we use for, going live with XRP and truly settling with XRP on the XRPL. Maybe that's what Bearable Guy 123 means by the snowball effect in this header. I'm thinking it will be in the winter sometime because these types of things take time. Guys, I'm so sick of everybody saying, oh, next month. I'm right there with you. I'm tired of these delays. That's why I put my expectations low, because I know what the future holds, and I don't want to just keep telling you, just wait. If you don't want to, hold this asset and you don't see the future, just sell now. It's fine. This market's going to take off with or without us, and I'm just spreading this knowledge because it's exciting, and I'm going to be doing this research regardless. So I'm also thinking that that's what Donald Trump meant by unregulated crypto assets in his recent tweets, means that he's going to implement XRP as well. Now, this is huge speculation, but, again, take it with a grain of salt. An executive order 13772, which is a complete overhaul of the financial system signed by the POTUS, includes Ripple and R3, as well as MoneyGram and Visa in the participants in the executive order engagement process. And there's a link below as well. And again, the U.S. Treasury Secretary said, level playing field. They all have the same terms. I know Sam I Am did an amazing video to the lifeboats on YouTube, to the lifeboats. Does some amazing research for the XRP community. Very smart guy. And again, they say level playing field. They almost have the same talking points, the same script in this financial landscape right now. And only the people at the very top really know what's going on. Everyone else just has basic talking points to cover, keep it broad, stay high level, so people don't lose their minds. And I know there's a lot of speculation in this space as well. All right. And again, other people say this as well. It says repeatedly, MoneyGram in the same sentence as well, which is huge, very bullish. Because MoneyGram and X are, Ripple's strategic partnership and their 2-year production contract, they're making big moves. So SBI Holdings representative director, Yoshitaka Kitao, was hired on as chief executive of Ripple Labs. Not to mention Ripple's connections to the Central Bank of India, let alone all the banks of India at this point with XCurrent. And this is not just a coincidence. This is going to be a worldwide occurrence. And when they flip the switch, metaphorically speaking, I have a feeling that the price of XRP will shoot not to the moon, but out of this solar system. All right. And then lastly, this is a funny clip that I just wanted to show that I shared here. So shared by Kryptonary, 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth. And he said, good, we can hold here. So for all people that are impatient, very funny. And then lastly, take this with a grain of salt, guys. I know I just do informative videos, and this is kind of a hype speculation-based video, but I still want to get this information out there. You can dislike the video, let me know. And again, I'm not going to take it to heart. I'm just sharing this information. But Crypto Hawk says, I think it's time to put Twitter on fire again, and this is some high speculation. And I want to put it out there because if it happens to be right, who knows? So again, to be clear, here's the deal. Google Pay goes with RippleNet, XRP. Google, Amex, American Express, Amazon, Apple are about to join a platform on RippleNet. XRP and American Express is going to issue a card for Asia. This will be the first full crypto payment through XRP. Then Amex will extend the offer to the UK and more. Apple Card version 1 won't include crypto yet, but is currently working on testing RippleNet XRP Ledger. They're still working on the needs. Amazon will implement payment processing through XRP with a prepaid virtual wallet card. So if this guy truly is an insider, this is massive. This is high speculation. We'll see what the future holds in the next few years. I don't know how fast this can be really implemented with the current regulations today. But again, I just wanted to share these thoughts, guys. Hopefully this is not too hype, because I kind of feel, sick to my stomach for maybe hyping some people up. Don't buy, don't sell, do whatever. Just do whatever you see fit and watch the market, even if you're not invested. Again, I'm not doing this to, get people invested. I'm doing this to inform the masses. And when it does skyrocket, my channel will be there for people to kind of do their research and realize the opportunities that were in front of them this whole time. Everybody in the XRP community sees this, and anybody that actually does deep, a huge amount of research sees this too. So again, guys, with that, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.